Continue our coverage of the closure of Amazon's facility in Little Rock. It was decided last week the plant would shut down for good. That decision leaves thousands of employees impacted. Maya Ellison talked to a former worker and provides some answers to lingering questions about that facility.
Well, it was last week when Amazon officials announced the closure of its Lit 1 facility because it did not meet building code. And questions haven't been, what about my packages? But what about the thousands of people who work inside the facility?
Very disappointing. It puts like a sour taste in your mouth for the company in general.
Georgie Wagner received her offer letter to work at Amazon's Lit 1 facility starting October 30th. She couldn't imagine that she would never walk through the doors of the facility again.
On October 29th, I got a phone call from Amazon Job Teams, which is who does the hiring. And they were like, hey, look, we're having issues at the facility, but we're going to pay you for your time until your next start date, which was, I think, the 13th.
Amazon officials say they were informed of the building's structural flaws, prompting officials to announce a 3-day closure on October 22nd. That date was extended from November 7th to the 21st.
13th rolls around and I get another phone call. Hey, we're pushing it. We can't open yet. And then on the 19th, we got emails saying that we're terminating everyone that was a seasonal employee.
In a statement, Amazon officials say, quote, errors in the initial design of the building and failing to meet seismic code leaves them to indefinitely close the doors of the 4-year-old facility. 4,000 employees inside the 3.6 million square foot building, now without a job. And while Amazon says employees will be provided 90 days of pay and transfer opportunities, Wagner explains that's a category she doesn't fall under.
When they posted saying that they were paying all of their full-time employees, I was like, no, they're not, because you just fired a good portion of your employees that hadn't even got to start yet, but you were paying us to work for you.
For Wagner, she says it's a burden that leaves her uncertain about where to go next, not just for her, but her sister and husband, who also worked at the facility. The decision leaves her struggling to plan for the holidays.
It's upsetting because more or less we're thinking about it in the long terms of we can't help with Christmas.